If you want to be an effective dual-wield shaman, then you need the dual-wield specialization glyph. This glyph takes a lot of work or a lot of money to get, so you're going to be in for quite the ride. First up, you need to be at least level 20, but I definitely recommend you being level 25 for this. Head over to Ratchet and head into the inn. A goblin named Grisby is inside the inn and he'll have a quest for you to be able to pick up. He's going to ask you to complete 3 other quests. 1 for 24 fish oil, 1 for 20 dark iron ordnance, and 1 for 16 shredder turbochargers. These are the items you're going to need to collect to be able to get this rune, and each of these take a little bit of work to get. First up, the fish oil. Fish oil you're going to need to head into either Southern Hillsbrad foothills or head over to the wetlands. Both these areas have murlocs that spawn that can drop this fish oil. The oil can also drop from the BFD raid, but because you're going to be in a raid group for that, it's a very low drop rate for that. You're going to want to do something that you can kind of do solo or with a group of 2 to 3 people cooperating together. Now you're going to be fighting level 28 to 31 mobs to get this thing to drop, so it is a lot of work. All classes need these items for one of their runes, so you're going to be competing with a lot of other players as well as a lot of people from the other faction. Be ready for a lot of PvP combat. Next up, Dark Iron Ordnance. In Northern Wetlands, there are a bunch of Dark Iron elites. There's 2 locations for this. There's the Stronghold almost at the bridge, and then just southeast of that, there is a little camp of them. What you're going to need to do here is you're going to need to find pretty much a raid group to be able to go and farm these things. They're elites that are level 28 to 31, and in a raid group, multiple people can loot each one at a time. You're going to need to work together to take out lots of these guys to be able to get all the ordnance you need, and this is not something that you're going to want to do solo. Usually, one faction has control of each of the areas, and you're going to need to figure out which area your faction has control over, and join the raid group that is there farming them at the time. The final item are Shredder Turbochargers. To get these, first you need an item that can be crafted by engineers. Once you have an auto salvager unit, you can use it on the corpse of a shredder. Most of these are going to spawn in the Windshear Crag in Stone Talon Mountains. Killing the shredders, you can then use the auto salvager unit on it and you get a set of rewards, which can include the turbocharger, but it's not guaranteed to. So you need 16 turbochargers, and using one of these auto salvagers actually uses it up. It's a consumable item. So you're going to need anywhere from 16 to 32 of these auto salvage units to be able to pick up all the turbochargers that you need from these corpses. You're going to be competing against everybody else in the area also trying to farm these shredders, and once an auto salvage unit is used on a shredder, it cannot be used again by another person. Of course, you can always hit up the auction house and try and buy these items. The turbochargers almost always cost about double the amount of the auto salvage unit at any given time. So you're going to be deciding if you're going to buy 2 auto salvage units to try and get it in Stone Talon Mountains, or you're going to just buy the turbocharger and be happy with it. Once you have all these items in hand, you can head back to Ratchet and hand in each of the different quests. Once all of the quests have been complete, he'll give you a new quest sending you to Orgrimmar. You'll get a box of supplies, and you need to head all the way to the northeast corner of Orgrimmar, deep in the Valley of Strength. And then he gives you a quest to head all the way back to Grisby. Head all the way back down to Ratchet and hand that one in, and finally he will then unlock his ability to sell you the runes. Each of the runes are going to be available, and you can buy these for 5 gold. You're only going to want to buy the rune for your specific class, so figure out which one of those runes is yours and pick that one up. And that's how you learn dual wield specialization as a shaman. I hope you enjoy slashing and hacking your enemies to pieces as a shaman in Season of Discovery. I'm Zesty Phresh with Zaza Games, and we'll catch you guys next time.